placed next to the head. Though the hut had no character, Maggie had made it look like a comfortable home. Damn, he missed his home. However, it never looked neat and clean like this. After his wife, Kia, died, his whole focus shifted to farming, and Kiara was too small to bother about how the house looked. Having a woman in a house definitely changed things. Seeing these nice things, he regretted not having anything but a small table in his hut. Nothing else. He guessed he couldn't invite Maggie for a drink anytime soon. It smells nice. John inhaled the aroma that filled the hut as the fish cooked in the pot. Maggie shot a cute smile at him before stirring the fish some more. You can have some of the fried fish pieces I placed in the other pot. John glanced at the small pot covered by a lid. If only he could steal all these nice things from her. Wait, why would he steal? Why not live with her instead? What the heck was he thinking? He felt so strange about that thought that he wanted to slap himself. But he controlled himself. It would be unexplainable in this situation. Why would a sane man slap himself suddenly? Compared to your place, I feel like I'm living in a desert. I must make a trip back to Chinari. Maggie shook her head. All these things are custom-made. You won't find them in Chinari. After bringing the pot to the dining table, she wiped the wine glasses. John sighed. Let me help you. He picked up another glass and started cleaning it. How could he be so rude as to not help the host? Maggie cast a sharp glance at him and then giggled uncontrollably. John arched his brows. What? Do I look stupid wiping a glass? Nope. I was just thinking, this all looks like a date, doesn't it? A date in a VR MMO. Her lush lips said it in slow motion, and he had the sudden urge to kiss those red cherries. John smiled shyly, but only he knew what he felt inside his heart. It was tormenting to stare at the enticing ice cream and not to eat it. Laughing at his own stupid mind, John pushed that thought away. He drew a small ceramic plate in front of him, trying hard to focus on something else besides her lips. I can't believe you've hidden so many good things inside this hut. He reached for the pot containing the fish curry. A slap across his fingers stopped him short. Did you wash your hands? Do I need to teach you that? After sinking your hands in the soil, you need to wash them clean. She glared. Damn. She reminded him of his wife. It was her habit to insist he clean himself before coming to the dining table. Sadness shot across his chest as the old memories flooded his mind. It had been so many years, but there had never been another woman quite like Kia. Until today. What? Why are you staring at me like that? Maggie tapped his hand. Her soft touch pulled him out of his memories. Sorry, He bit his tongue. No, Maggie wasn't so close that he could talk about Kia. He hardly talked about Kia with anyone. Actually, no one other than Kiara. What would Kiara be doing right now? He had selected her name based on his wife's name. John sighed. I'll be back. No need. There's a small sink in the back. Use that. Yes, my lady. Bending at the waist, John bowed. Maggie giggled, a giggle that sounded like a chime of music, a chime he could listen to for hours. Damn, why was he finding her so attractive all of a sudden? It all started when she'd hugged him after he'd saved her from execution in Chinari. When he returned from washing up, she filled his plate with fish curry, fried fish, steamed vegetables, and a salad. A glass of wine completed the menu. Clinking it against Maggie's glass, he sipped a small portion. The sweet liquid poured down his throat, sending bolts across his taste buds. This tastes like real wine. Indeed. If you go to the Amber Night Empire, you'll find all sorts of real-world mimics. They even have restaurants that sell burgers, pizzas, and whatnot. John arched his brows. Really? Do they sell coffee, too? Maggie twisted her lower lip. No, they haven't mimicked coffee yet, but they're close.